Is it time to buy or sell Recursion Pharmaceutical stock? In this video, we're diving deep into Recursion Pharmaceuticals. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 15th of October, 2025. And now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 14th of October, 2025, our system has ranked Recursion Pharmaceuticals as a strong buy candidate, awarding it a score of 5. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this period. Those who followed our analysis would have enjoyed an impressive gain of 15.28% since we first listed Recursion Pharmaceuticals as a buy candidate just 2 days ago. This translates to an average return of 7.64% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The stock has broken through a significantly wide and declining short-term trend. Initially, a slower rate of decline is indicated, which could very well be an early signal of a shift in trend. On the reaction, there will be support at the ceiling of the currently broken trend, which is $6.03. This level may present a second chance for a favorable move. According to fan theory, $7.88 will be the next possible peak level in the trend and may act as a resistance point that could prove challenging to surpass on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of 10.9% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between negative 45.08% and negative 20.84%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 22.44%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could range from negative 70.51% to 4.2% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $2.00 and $7.08. Our latest daily update for Recursion Pharmaceuticals highlights a volatile day for the company's stock price on Wednesday, moving between $6.01 and $6.82. The stock price for Recursion Pharmaceuticals Inc. increased by 15.28% on the last trading day, rising from $5.89 to $6.79. This marks the third consecutive day of gains. It will be intriguing to see whether this upward trend continues or if the stock takes a brief pause in the coming days. On the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 13.48%, reaching a low of $6.01 and a high of $6.82. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days, and has increased by 33.14% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume rose on the last day, alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator. In total, 76 million more shares were traded compared to the previous day, with a total of 179 million shares changing hands for approximately $1.22 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $12.36, while the lowest was $3.79. Currently, the price is 45.06% or $5.57 below the 52-week high and 84.14% or $36.02 below the all-time high reached on July 13, 2021, when the price peaked at $42.81. Recursion Pharmaceuticals is back in the headlines as momentum traders and thematic investors compete over its artificial intelligence-driven drug discovery narrative. In early October, the stock experienced sharp intraday rallies and higher-than-average trading volume despite the absence of a single catalyst. By the 12th of October, it continued to be featured among top picks in healthcare and artificial intelligence stocks. The company also maintained its presence this fall with presentations at major healthcare conferences, keeping its pipeline and AI platform prominently in the minds of investors. Analysts have observed mixed signals. Recent estimate revisions temper near-term expectations, while renewed interest from retail investors and the sector can fuel volatile short-term movements. In the immediate future, anticipate price spikes driven by momentum, news-related trading, and inclusion on various AI and healthcare watch lists. However, be prepared for sudden pullbacks if guidance or clinical results do not meet expectations. Looking ahead, substantial appreciation relies on Recursion's ability to convert AI-powered discovery into reproducible clinical successes and commercial partnerships. If successful, the company's valuation multiples could increase significantly. Conversely, a failure to translate algorithms into approved drugs may keep the stock in high-risk, speculative territory. Analyst ratings. On Friday, the 28th of February, 2025, it was reported that Cowen and Company assigned RXRX a hold rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 4th of September, 2024, it was reported that Needham assigned RXRX a market perform rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 4th of September, 2024, it was reported that Needham assigned RXRX a buy rating with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 3rd of September, 2024, it was reported that KeyBank assigned RXRX an overweight rating with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 3rd of September, 2024, it was reported that Cowen and Company assigned RXRX a hold rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Recursion Pharmaceuticals stock a general strong sell rating. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as neutral. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also rate the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for Recursion Pharmaceuticals. The chart presents mostly positive signals today. The stock of Recursion Pharmaceuticals, Inc. displays buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, suggesting a favorable outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these two averages, where the short-term average surpasses the long-term average. In the event of a downward correction, support is expected at levels of $5.82 and $5.05. Should the price fall below either of these thresholds, sell signals will be triggered. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Friday, the 10th of October, 2025, and since then, the stock has appreciated by 27.63%. An upward trend is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Furthermore, a buy signal is also present from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, commonly known as MACD. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a strong technical indicator. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 4 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 9 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 12 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 11 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 14 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 12 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 3 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Thanks. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop loss for Recursion Pharmaceuticals. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $5.89 and $5.53. There is an inherent risk when a stock tests a support level, as breaking this level could lead to a decline towards the next support level. In this instance, Recursion Pharmaceuticals Inc. finds support just below today's level at $5.89. If this support is breached, the next levels of support from accumulated volume will be at $5.53 and $5.52. This stock may experience significant movements throughout the day, indicating a high level of volatility with a broad prediction interval from the Bollinger Bands, categorizing it as high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by 81 cents between its high and low, which equates to 13.48%. For the past week, the stock has demonstrated an average daily volatility of 12.64%. Before we dive into the possible favorable trading levels for Recursion Pharmaceuticals, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important measure compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies go through downturns, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest a lack of sufficient profit and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 5th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at negative 35 cents. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Recursion Pharmaceuticals. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, Recursion Pharmaceuticals encounters its first support level at $5.89. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Recursion Pharmaceuticals from multiple analyst sources is a strong sell. Let's take a look at some recent insider trades. On the 10th of October, 2025, Gibson Christopher conducted an insider sale of 120,000 shares of Class B common stock. On the same day, Gibson Christopher also conducted an insider purchase of 120,000 shares of Class A common stock. Additionally, on the 10th of October, 2025, Gibson Christopher sold 100,000 shares of Class A common stock. On that same day, Gibson Christopher made another sale of 20,000 shares of Class A common stock. Earlier, on the 1st of October, 2025, Lee Dean Y purchased 1,961 shares of Class A common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be positive with a ratio of approximately 24.789. Overall, insiders purchased 5,158,249 shares and sold 2,526,221 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $6.55, reflecting a decrease of 3.52%. This stock exhibits significant daily fluctuations, indicating a high level of risk. A buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 3 days ago. Is Recursion Pharmaceuticals stock a good buy? Several short-term signals are looking positive, and the breakout from the declining trend suggests a potential shift in direction. We believe that the prices around this breakout point will represent particularly favorable levels, though we also think that the current price will serve as a solid buying opportunity for the short-term period. Consequently, we have upgraded our analysis conclusion for this stock since the last evaluation from a buy to a strong buy candidate. After examining the volatility and movements from the most recent trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 16th of October, we expect Recursion Pharmaceuticals to open lower by a quarter and start trading at $6.54. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before engaging in the buying or selling of any securities. Your investment decisions should not rely solely on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.